Hello everyone and welcome to a new video dedicated to our beloved Snoopy and the world of Peanuts. Today we focus on a strip published on November 6, 1950. We are in the very early days of the Peanuts journey, a universe that would slowly win millions of hearts around the world. In this strip we find two main characters, Patty struggling with a very simple, everyday activity, counting while bouncing a ball on the ground. Snoopy watches her closely and, with one of his first interactions, completely changes the direction of the scene. This is a classic example of Schulz's subtle and unpredictable humor. As always, each strip contains a small slice of life, ironic and thoughtful, typical of Schulz's style. What exactly will happen in these 4 vignettes? Let's find out together, analyzing vignette by vignette, and adding trivia and details that will enrich our understanding of the Peanuts universe. In the first vignette, Patty is standing, focused on a very simple task, bouncing a ball on the ground while counting the bounces. She is saying 41, 42, 43. The scene is very quiet, almost monotonous, but this serves to create a perfect foundation for the twist to come. Fun fact, the figure of Patty, now somewhat forgotten, was central to the early Peanut strips. Schulz initially thought of her as a strong, assertive character with a certain independence. Here we see her in a more relaxed moment, away from the leadership she often displays in later strips. In the second vignette, Patty keeps counting, 44, 45, 46. Meanwhile, Snoopy enters the scene, running toward the ball. Schulz uses Snoopy's movement to add dynamism to the scene. Although he does not yet have the sophisticated personality he will develop later, Snoopy begins to show his playful and curious side. Anecdote: in these early appearances, Snoopy is still a simple dog. He does not talk, does not have the fantasies that would become his trademark, and acts more like a realistic puppy. It is interesting to see how Schulz gradually transformed his role over the years. In the third vignette, Snoopy grabs the ball and runs away, leaving Patty surprised and interjected. Meanwhile, Patty continues counting 47, 48, 49, completely oblivious to what is happening. This is the central comic moment of the strip, the contrast between Patty's attention to her counting and the fact that the ball is no longer there. Historical reference: Schulz often used these moments of visual humor in his early strips. The comedy came from small, everyday situations made hilarious by minute details, such as Snoopy's innocent theft of the ball. In the fourth vignette, Patty stops and, with a question mark above her head, wonders what happened. It is clear that she has finally realized that something is wrong. Patty's expression is simple but effective, showing surprise and confusion. Interesting detail: this type of concluding vignette, in which the character pauses to reflect, is a technique Schulz will often use in his strips. It is a way of inviting the reader to smile and reflect along with the character. This November 6, 1950 strip is once again a perfect example of Charles Schulz's simple but effective style. With just a few lines and an essential plot, Schulz manages to capture a moment in everyday life and turn it into something funny and memorable. Patty, with her determination to matter, and Snoopy, with his innocent irreverence, perfectly embody the kind of humor that has made the Peanuts so beloved. In the early years of the Peanuts, Patty and Snoopy, as we have seen, interact often. Interestingly, the relationship between the characters evolves over time. Snoopy will become increasingly independent and symbolic, while Patty will gradually be overshadowed by characters like Lucy and Sally. We conclude with a question for you. What is your favorite scene from this strip? Let us know in the comments and keep following us for more analysis and trivia about the world of Peanuts.
If you enjoyed yourselves, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the little bell to stay updated, and see you next, friends.